What's up guys, Chandler here with Rise Magic, and I was thinking, our channel features a lot of niche content, right? Cardistry magic, not that many people do it. But today's video, we're gonna go even deeper into the rabbit hole, okay? We're gonna go with even more niche content, which is the specific differences between certain types of playing cards. We're gonna do a blind test between the legendary and infamous Blue Seal playing cards from United States Playing Card Company and just normal ones that you would find at Walmart. If any of you guys out there are like me, you know that there actually are fine differences between certain decks, right? Some feel a little bit different. That's why even though all decks are pretty much printed in the same spot, we still have our favorites because of how they feel and handle. There are small differences. In this case, I'm gonna put my knowledge and expertise to the test while blindfolded to see if there really is any difference without my bias and prejudice of my eye sockets interfering with how I actually feel about the finish, feel of the cards, as well as I guess the smell. In this specific blind test, I'm going to compare Blue Seal playing cards versus normal Black Seal playing cards. Now, lots of you guys may have heard of the infamous Blue Seal decks, but for those of you who don't know the difference, I'm going to go over a quick refresher right now. If you want a more in-depth, detailed explanation, I'll leave a link in the description to Collector Playing Cards. There's an article there that will go into the whole story. But basically, the premise is this. They don't make them like they used to. Over a decade ago at this point, United States Playing Card Company used to print their cards in Cincinnati, Ohio. They made them this way for about 50 to 60 years, but what happened at a certain point, in this case, 2009, is they were bought and they had to move their factory from Ohio to Kentucky. Now, when they had to make this switch, they also had to change all the machines that they used to make the playing cards. Now, were the machines pretty much similar? Printers, the things that cut, all that? Yes, but they weren't the same. And now, obviously, at present day, United States Playing Card Company prints phenomenal decks. The story kind of goes that when they got those new machines, it took a little bit for them to calibrate them right. So decks from like 2009 to 2011 were the ones that like really sucked, and then they started getting better. But people still maintain that the ones made prior to the shift in general are better. So when this ownership change happened and the factory change happened, what also happened was a change in the box design and the seal design. So prior to 2009, we were working with this classic box design that so many of us love. Now also on this classic box design, you'll notice that there are blue seals sealing the playing cards. The things we like to pop and sniff. After that change happened in 2009, you got the classic bicycle design that you see when you're at Target, Walmart, or wherever you're, maybe a gas station, you're picking up just a normal deck of bicycle playing cards. If they have this box design, right, and some of them have that, free app logo that we all hate on there, I like the classic look of the box so much better. But alongside with missing that classic bicycle deck look, the newer ones also have a black seal. And all that really means is that they were printed in Kentucky instead of Ohio. So in theory, that's really the only difference. Collectors have gone and compared the decks, their thickness, their stock. Boy, he's thick! That's all the same. It really is just the machine and quality control that is different. So it's the exact same product, but everybody, collectors, cardists, magicians, swear that the Blue Seals are better. Basically, coming back to the phrase that I started this explanation with, they don't make them like they used to. Most people say you can feel and spot the difference. So what I'm gonna do is remove the placebo effect, remove the bias, blindfold myself, and we'll find out if I can tell the difference. One more thing before we get into the blind test, just because I know I'm gonna be asked this question. How the heck did I get these cards, and how the heck did I get them brand new still in the cellophane? Well, it was a complete accident. You see, these cards, they go for like $50, $70, sometimes $100 on eBay. You see, every deck has a story, so this is how I obtained these two Blue Seal decks for $3 a piece. There's this massive warehouse by where I live, right? And when I drove to work, every once in a while I would pass this huge warehouse. It was like the size of an IKEA. But that's not weird in Texas. There's a ton of huge buildings in Texas. What was weird about this one is that it was called Half Price Books. So every day when I drove by it, I kind of had the same thought process that I have when I see a mattress store. When you see all these mattress stores, you're like, how do they stay in business? Like, people buy a mattress like once, what, every 2 decades? They're just gonna stay in business? There's all these mattress stores? I'm getting sidetracked, but my thought when I saw this bookstore was like, how does a massive warehouse like that exist and stay in business in 2020. I mean, do people even read physical books anymore? And I'm not a book hater, guys. You're looking at the 2004, 2005 back-to-back elementary school readathon champion, okay? I read 1.4 million words the first year and like 2.8 the second year. I'm an unstoppable reader, okay? I bet you I've read more books than any of you watching this video, all right? I'm a bookaholic, but I'm just being honest, guys, it's 2020. Like, how are they selling books? So COVID happened, you know, we're not allowed to go anywhere. The store opened back up. It's decently close to my house, and I'm like, you know what? I'm putting on a mask. I'm going in half-price books because I gotta figure it out. I gotta see how this place stays in business. And I was absolutely blown away when I walked in because the entire warehouse is just books. The whole thing is just books, 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 books. Every book you could possibly think of. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of geeked out. I explored the whole place, and I found that they had all the Calvin and Hobbs books that I read as a kid. So I really did the only reasonable thing that any sane person would do in that situation, and I bought the entire Calvin and Hobbs collection. I also used amazing self-control and didn't buy the entire Marvel series of comics. It was extremely tempting. I'm very proud of myself for resisting that. I'm not gonna go back there and buy them eventually. Anyway, right, as I'm checking out, they had this bin of playing cards and board games, and they had like Monopoly, but in German, all this like Star Wars Monopoly. I almost bought Star Wars Monopoly, but I didn't buy Star Wars Monopoly. Anyway, there was this box of playing cards, right? And in there, I was like, oh my gosh, those are brand new Blue Seal decks. And as you can tell, half-price books, $2.99. So I got a blue one and a red one. And I got the Where's Waldo deck, the Avengers deck, and the Captain America Civil War deck. I mean, how could I not? Maybe you'll unbox them on the channel or something. I just want them, all right? So that's how I got the decks. It was just a random, crazy find at half-price books. I'm still not sure if that warehouse stays in business by laundering money for very bad people, but I contributed it by spending like 80 bucks on playing cards and Calvin and Hobbs, but completely worth it. All right, now let's get to the test. Obviously, I'm gonna put on a blindfold, right? But I won't be able to monitor if I'm in focus or not, or if I'm in frame enough while doing the unboxing. So I'm gonna set up an alternate really wide camera angle to make sure I get it all in, because I will be truly blindfolded. There will be no cheating. I actually do just want to test and see if I can tell the difference. So here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take all the cellophane off these decks, and we're gonna put the Blue Seal bicycle deck in there with the red normal current day Walmart deck. I'm gonna take the cellophane off so they feel the same, the boxes, right? Now, in order to make sure I'm actually mixing them up, I'm gonna take some decks off the deck display, right? And toss like 10 of them in this bag. And then I'm gonna reach into the bag and I'll feel around, and if I grab a deck that's not one of the two ones I'm gonna test, I'll be able to tell because the seal's not broken. We'll eventually get down to these two decks, and then since there'll be other decoys in there, I truly won't have any, not even like a 50-50 chance of knowing which one's which. And we'll test them out and see if I have some egg on my face with my expertise, and we'll see if the whole Blue Seal myth has some legitimacy to it, you know? Normal and Blue Seal in the empty bag. Haven't broken the seal on these, but I'm gonna use some random decks to kind of distract when I'm mixing it up so that it's not like a 50-50 chance. Like I truly won't know once I feel and find the ones that haven't had the seal broken. I will not know which one is which. Try and do ones that don't have any like special embossing on them. Yes, we got a lot of decks in there. I'll mix it up even more once I'm blindfolded. Honestly, the thing that I'm most afraid of is someone coming into my apartment because I'm all alone and attacking me while I am blindfolded. In that case, I will just use the force. Won't be a problem. Can't see a gosh darn thing. Here's the bag. Gonna mix up the decks in here. So we're mixing it up. Now we're gonna do process of elimination. This one's open, so it's not one of those. This one opens, not one of those. Oop, this is one of them. This is one of them. I'll put that aside. Oh, that one had cards in it that opened up on its own. Hopefully that's not expensive. This one opens. This one opens. I think this is it. This one opens. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. So I have my 2 decks right here. Boxes obviously feel exactly the same. I'm pressing on both the seals right now. I can feel it. I probably should have. I think I still have the X-Acto knife. I've used that enough where I'll be fine. Don't use a knife blindfolded, kids. All right. Opening the knife. Yeah, that's the sharp end. There's the seal. Should be able to insert it. I think I just cut into the deck. Shoot. Okay. I didn't get a good. I'm gonna guess just off smell that this is the blue seal. Once again, I have no idea. I am not looking forward to looking back and editing this. This deck. Okay, let's give it a feel. Ooh, man, this is gonna be hard. I've never really handled blue seal decks before, guys, so I don't know why I did this. I'm gonna look like an idiot. I'm probably gonna end up removing just 4 random cards, so it's the normal size of the deck that I'm used to handling. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that feels about right. I really don't like doing cardistry with brand new decks because they're so slick and kind of hard to control. But this deck feels very, very soft. It doesn't feel like a normal bicycle deck. Like when I picture a normal bicycle deck and how it feels, it's a little bit too rough. Like it really needs some breaking in. And this just feels like it was ready to go. So once again, like I don't have any experience handling with blue seals, right? So this is really testing. It's a true blind test. All right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anywhere with this until I compare the two. That's boxed up. And here's the other, where's the seal on this? Right there. Press it down. Normally I should use a playing card to open this, but oh wow, did I not close the knife? Oopsie. Okay. This is, ooh, hit my nail there. Got the popped seal. Let's test the smell of this one. Gosh, I don't know. This one smells older. This one smells older. I don't know. You know what? I think that this is the blue seal. Like I'm almost immediately convinced after feeling that. This is it. No, this is definitely the blue seal. This smells like Ohio. This smells like greatness. This smells like LeBron James. Never smelled LeBron James. No, but I heard people saying that they have like a different, almost like finish to them, even though they don't. Like it's the same finish, but they just feel different. And this feels like a different deck of cards, and it's very stiff this way, like the spring, but very easy to spring this way. Once again, I know I probably didn't get the jokers, but I don't like handling, 56 cards. I like handling 52. That feels like it's the wrong way. There we go. All right, so right now I'm gonna get distracted with doing cardistry for too long. Look at that blindfolded waterfall. Ooh, confidence. It feels like it's pretty high up now, right? Yeah, so I actually think that these feel better. These do genuinely feel better. They feel more ready to use. I'm assuming, once again, I can't see, but kind of by how I'm feeling it with my hands, that they fan better. But these could also be any deck of cards. Like, they feel like every other deck of cards, if that makes sense. There's nothing that feels different about these. That's why I think they're the new ones. I like the way they feel better. I'm more used to them. And these ones are the ones that feel different. Like, they feel like they pack it better. They feel like they have a different texture to them. Oh, look at that blindfolded backdrop. Now would be the real test if I could do a double backflip in my backdrop. I landed, I don't know if it did 2 flips though. Final predictions. In my left hand are the red bicycles that I got from Walmart just yesterday. And in my right hand are the blue bicycles that were printed previous to 2009 that had the blue seal, that are blue rider back playing cards. Blue in the right, red in the left. Oh, I'm scared. Yes! Oh, my credibility is intact. It is so bright in here. Wow. I'm pumped that I was right. I've never handled blue seals before. Like I said, I like the red ones better, but the blue ones, they just feel different. They feel special. Look at that. You got that old school Joker in these. And look at this. Play by the rules. We're not talking about any apps here. There's no ad for apps. We got all the rules in these books and where you can buy them. I bet you they have these books at Half Price Books. And then they have all these kids games on the back. They should have never gotten rid of this ad card. This is awesome. And there you go. The United States Playing Card Company, right at the bottom. Cincinnati, Ohio. Anyway, guys, my nerding activities aside, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It definitely validated me. I feel like I actually do know what I'm talking about now. Like, blind test, I know exactly the difference between playing cards that are seemingly the same just by the feel. Just by the feel. Shout out to Akira Gomes, my friend. He has a YouTube channel. You can check it out in the description. Gosh, that's an old deck to drop like that. He was the one who gave me the idea to do a blind test, because I was like, look, I found these blue seals. I wonder if they're different. He's like, why don't you do a blind test? I'm like, brilliant idea for a video. So here we are, Akira Gomes. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you're looking forward to Rise playing cards coming so soon. You can't even begin to imagine. Pre-orders coming soon. More information coming soon. I was so overwhelmed by the response on last week's video, all the comments. I always make a point to try and reply to as many comments as I can, but there were just so many of you guys saying you're gonna buy a deck. Made my heart want to burst. I'm so happy, I'm so thankful. The cards are sitting right there on my desk. I can't show you the full design just yet. I gotta tease it a little more. So, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful week. Hope things are maybe returning back to normal a little bit for you. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.